I'm a relationship coach and a comedian, and I also do a lot of characters. You can check my website. I'm going to adjust my wig. Anyway, yes, I'm wearing a wig. You know why? Because I'm too lazy to do my hair. And by the way, Grace's Dude t-shirt is available at thestateofgraceshop.com. So get your t-shirt, guys. Anyway, let's be honest. How many people have been scrolling, doom scrolling at night on your TikTok and or even your Instagram and Facebook if you're a little older, and it's 3 a.m. and you're scrolling and it's like, oh my God, all the world is going to hell, right? Or sometimes you learn stuff. So today we're gonna dive all the way to the good, the bad, and the scrolling that steals our lives. And I have my notes on the left, so I'm gonna be looking to the left a lot. But anyway, all right, TikTok obsessions. I am guilty. I am obsessed with TikTok. I scroll all the time at night for hours. I'm going to confess, I'm addicted to it. I cannot go to sleep unless I scroll on TikTok. Well, hi, David. How are you? Good to see you. Tell me about your TikTok addiction if you have one, because I certainly do, David. I am constantly scrolling on TikTok, especially before I go to bed. And by the way, get your Grace's Dude t-shirt, Grace's Dudes t-shirt at thestateofgraceshop.com. I would love for you to have one. So I'm gonna be looking to the left, like I said before, because I have my little notes there. So apparently, I'm just going to give you a science insight because I always like to back it up with science. I'm a big believer of science, experiencing things and analyzing them, not just saying some conspiracy BS, right? So we're going to get to the science back up. So TikTok's infinite scroll is modeled after slot machines. Can you believe that? I mean, really, because if you think about that, it's like ding, 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 ding. You can almost hear it. Oh my God, now I can't get it out of my head. I'm going to be scrolling. I'm going to hear ding, 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 ding. Variable rewards keep dopamine firing. And this is Dr. Anna Lemkin, Dopamine Nation 2021. How about that? Do you have that, David? That scrolling, that your dopamine is like, yeah, I love this because I need help. Anyway, fan stories. Let's go to fan stories because I always love to hear from you here on the live and also just get my fan stories that they send me, okay? You can send me your fan story at the State of Grace Fraga on Instagram. I check that all the time. I don't have Facebook anymore because they screwed it up. They just took it down for no reason at all. I had that account literally 20 years. Anyway, all right. So one listener said they planned to watch TikTok for 10 minutes and ended up at 4 a.m. watching a raccoon wash grapes. We've all been there, right? I love that. Let's see, David. My main focus is X. I quit Facebook because of what they did to you. Oh no! And TikTok is like channel surfing on my TV, isn't it? I'm an outdoors guy. I will pick being outside any day. That's so smart. I work a lot inside because I do online work and also I create content. Unless I go outside, I'm a lot here at home. I used to go hiking, but after the fires here in LA, the air was bad and all that. It's like, oh, I do have a Grace addiction. I'm totally fine with. Oh, that's so cute. We'll get your Grace's Dude t-shirt at the State of Grace shop. I think Grace 10 off. You get 10% off for your t-shirt if you get it. I would love for you to have it. I think you're the perfect guy to have it. All right, so practical tips, babies. All right, let's see what's happening here. Practical tips to your addiction to TikTok. Boom, 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 getting that dopamine firing. Yes, it's so addictive. Oh my God, last night I was on it for 3 hours before I went to bed. And then I watch stuff that I shouldn't be watching and I get upset about it or whatever, and I can't sleep well. So Anyway, all right. So practical tips: set a timer or use TikTok's built-in screen limit. Oh, I didn't know that. Look at that. This is ChatGPT that told me that. Thank you, ChatGPT. And you need to ask yourself, am I consuming or creating? What am I doing? If it's only consuming, take a pause because we are creators. So we need to be creating somehow something, right? So yeah, go ahead and time yourself. I'm actually telling this all to myself. Let me turn the fan on. Oh, it's so hot in here, man. So anyway, I'm in LA, so it's so hot for some reason. And my apartment is always hot because I am upstairs and like I have lots of windows. So I always have to have the AC on. Even if it's like 75 outside, it's hot in here. As you can see, I'm a schwitzing. Anyway, so, all right. So let's talk about, this is my next bullet point, or segment, whatever you're going to call it. Cancel culture chaos. I know, right? That's a mess. Okay, let's back it up with science. So studies show public shaming online. Oh, public shaming online. Yes, it triggers the same neural pathways as physical pain, both for the person shamed and the audience. Can you believe that? That's okay. Journal of Communication 2020. So I always back it up with where it's coming from. Okay, so the people, it's the same with stand up. If somebody heckles you, then the person that heckles you feels great because they're dumping their trauma on you and their insecurities and their BS. And so they feel good, but the audience feels bad for you and you feel bad. But, now I learned with stand up, I've been doing stand up for a long time, and I learned that you just make it a positive. Like, whenever I'm doing a character or whatever, oh, you're ugly or whatever. Oh, thank you. Coming from you, honey, that's compliment. So, yeah, you just turn it into a positive. I do that with the hecklers. Like, you're not funny. Well, thank you, honey. I wasn't even trying to be funny. So I achieved my goal. Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, just like shaming anybody online or offline is bullying. Absolutely. And I will step in whether I know the person being bullied or not. Thank you. Thank you. I wish more people did that. Oh, I hate when they bully people. And when they bully me online, I have that coping mechanism that I learned from stand up, which is comes in handy. Let me tell you, if you guys can like set your neural pathways to turn that negative, it's almost like you hear as a positive. That negative, you hear it as positive. And it's worked for me in stand up very well. And, it's no fun for the heckler to heckle you anymore and to shame you because you're like, oh, thank you. You're ugly. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, honey. I did not put any makeup on, so you're calling it like it is. So it's like, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care what people think anymore. I'm at that point in my life. Sometimes I do. I'm like, oh, that was mean. When they critique my acting or something, I'm like, But then I'm like, who cares? There's so many people that like what I do and relate to what I do, which I do it to help others and to also help myself, because as we help others, we help ourselves. There's no way around it. That's the way it is. All right, I'm going to look at my notes to the left. All right, so fan stories. I love my fan stories. I love it. And feel free to step in the comments and just tell me your stories. Oh, let's see. David, you did a live a number of months back about bullying and showing empathy, but there is a time to say, hey, stop and think about what you're doing. Oh, I think the paradigm is shifting from, oh, love and peace, and to like, if you want to fight, I might fight you with comedy and with turning a negative into a positive, but I'm not taking your shit. I am not taking it. I took shit from people for so many years and did not speak up because I didn't know what to say and I didn't want to be mean, or if I was mean, I felt bad. If I was mean back to them, I feel bad because that's not the energy I want to put out there, right? So, Javier, hi. You're very boring. Well, thank you, honey. I am not trying to entertain anyone. I appreciate your feedback. And thank you for bringing my views and everything up, love. You duck. I duck. Love that because you know what? I actually teach swimming. So yes, I duck. All right, let me just remove you because you are not a positive person. Oh, look at that. Report. All right. Let's report this person. Harassment and bullying. And there you go. Beautiful. All right. So you're gone, honey. Gone. And let's delete this message. Remove. Yeah. Yeah. Sean the Greatish. The Greatish. That's so funny. Funny. Screen name. I don't know if you're laughing at what he said or what I did. Regardless, I'm glad you're laughing. All right. And I love, you're very boring. I love that because I'm a comedian. I'm always entertaining. And so when somebody calls me boring, I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm not on all the time. All right. So fan stories. A fan DM'd me about being canceled in their friend group over a meme. Oh my God. Did you guys have that happen to you? Suddenly they were unfollowed, blocked, and iced out over one joke. Okay, if that's the case, I would say just talk to your friend and be like, you know what, that was inconsiderate or whatever. Um, but I mean, blocking a friend, that's then you're not really that good friends. Unless they say something really offensive to you, then yeah. And David says, this Grace is boring, then I love being bored. Thank you, David. Yeah, you know what, David? It's all subjective, right? So who cares? I love because they want to hurt you and they're really hurting inside because they just imagine taking the time to troll somebody that you don't even like. That's how dumb they are. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. Anyway, I reported him, so whatever. Anyway, practical tips on, we're talking about cancel culture chaos, right? People cancel you. It's like, ugh. So pause before piling on. Ask if this is accountability or cruelty, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, David. Yeah, thank you. You know, I'll make you a moderator. You can just like, reject them and get them out of the live. If you get canceled, don't panic, okay? Don't like panic post because we've all done that, right? I've done it so many times. And what I do is like, I do it and then it's like, oh shit, where is it? And I will take it off. So breathe on what you need to and then step back. That's what I would say, right? That's my practical tip. That. All right, you guys, tell me if you've ever been canceled. Tell me in the comments. And how did that feel? I don't know because I'm not like I have so many like friends and followers. I don't pay attention sometimes to who blocks me or whatever. But I had somebody block me one time who is also like me, a cancer survivor. And I was like, why did she block me? Why can't I see her posts? And then she was like, I texted her and I said, I think that your TikTok, there's something wrong with it. And she was like, no, I blocked you because your cancer post triggered me. And I totally get it. And I was like, listen, just block me or unfollow me. That's totally fine. I get it. I'm glad that I know what happened because I was like, that's weird. But I thought that her TikTok was like taken down or something, whatever. It is what it is. I understand. And I'm glad that we talked because if I wouldn't have asked, then I would be like, what just happened? I can't see her posts or whatever. All right. This is bullet point number 3 or segment number 3. We're talking about scrolling and how we need to have boundaries about, just scrolling nonstop. I'm guilty of it. I scroll on TikTok before I go to sleep or when I'm bored, I just go ahead and scroll and it kind of like entertains me for a little bit until I get the stuff that's depressing and then it's like, ugh, and I can't get it out of my head. So do you guys have that experience? Let me know in the comments because I know I'm not alone, okay? So segment 3 is influencer fails and cringe culture. Oh, cringe culture. I love that word, cringe, because it used to be thrown like so like out there all the time. Oh, betrayed by sins. Totally agree. I gave away Instagram and Facebook years ago. Good for you. You know, I actually got my accounts deleted on Facebook because they're doing that to a lot of people, and I have no idea why. Community guidelines. I mean, I had the accounts for like 20 years, another one for 10, whatever. So, anyway, and now I decided I am not going on Facebook because they keep deleting my accounts. What's the point? So I'm telling you, betrayed by sins. I am so much happier that I'm not on Facebook because on Instagram, I barely scroll on Instagram because people post their best, things. And it's like, come on, we know that you're hurting somewhere, somehow, okay? And it's a lot of political stuff, and that just drives me a little crazy. But Facebook, I'm so happy I don't have it. I have an account that I use it for Facebook Marketplace, and I have like 3 or 4 friends. I don't care. But yeah, good move, man. Good move. Excellent. All right. So Science Insights. Let's see. Oh, yes, indeed. They're watching our accounts and silencing our voices. Very good, because I did post a couple of things, I grew up in a military dictatorship, in a fascist military dictatorship in Argentina, right? And I was a kid when I grew up. It was from 1976 to 1983. I know I'm aging myself. I don't care. I'm ageless. Anyway, so I lived through it, right? And sorry, I'm getting distracted by see what I'm saying? Like all the text messages and everything. Well, anyway, continue my story. So I posted a few things about like ICE, and then how they, wear masks, and they're taking people like it happened in Argentina without the masks. They would just be boom, just grab you from the streets, and people wouldn't do anything because the military was walking the streets, so you could be unalived. So we wouldn't say anything, right? Like I never watched anybody being abducted, but a lot of people have. And so they did it. And I think I talked about that a few times. And I think that they flagged me, but not, they didn't, like at the time that they took my account down for community guidelines, which is bullshit. I was just posting, what I do on YouTube and all that. And then I was like, what the hell? But I think you're right, betrayed by sins. I think you're right. That's what they're doing. Instagram, I don't post anything like that. I did, and then I deleted it. So I don't think I was flagged there. And if you look at my posts, they're all like my YouTube stuff and like silly stuff. So, and goddesses don't age. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Age is just a number. And there's just, this is a sidebar. Dr. Bruce Lipton was talking about how if you, every birthday, you're like, oh my God, I'm 38. Oh my God, I'm 40. Oh my God, I'm 45. Oh my God, I'm 80. Imagine when you're 80, like, I don't know when I say those words, I'm going to be like, oh my God. Hopefully I'll get to be 80 if I'm lucky. So he was saying that we are programmed also to be like, oh, this is what 40 looks like. This is what 50, what 60. And I know they're changing that a little bit now, but we are kind of programmed. And so because we're programmed, our brain is programming our body. Because if you look at our anatomy, it's kind of creepy because you have the brain and all the nerves that go to the organs, to everything, right? And it looks like an octopus. I saw a picture. It looks like an octopus. I'm not kidding. So whatever your brain says goes through the nerves, and it's telling your body how to behave. Think about it. That's when I had cancer. I was always like, I'm perfectly healed. The cancer cells are gone. I'm healing, da 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 da. So all of that, I think, didn't heal me per se, but I think it really helped me to heal and to tell my body, you're okay, you're gonna be okay, you're healing now. So anyway, so let's go to influencer fails and cringe culture. That's what we're talking about. And Science Inside, parasocial relationships. One-sided connections to influencers can create unrealistic expectations. One-sided connection to influencers can create unrealistic expectations. Psychology of Popular Media 2019. Yeah, that is true. I think sometimes people, and I do it, we idolize people that are public because we don't know them well, unless we talk to them and know them, and then we're like, okay, they're cool people or they're terrible people, whatever. But I think that the persona that people show sometimes is sometimes who they are and sometimes not who they are. It's a side of them because we all have sides, right? So let's see, betrayed by sins. I'm single and dress like a Power Ranger. I only dress up for funerals. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And I love it because you dress up for funerals and the person is dead, so they can't even compliment you, right? I love that. A Power Ranger. I love that. That's a classic. Beautiful. All right. So fan stories. Remember when that influencer staged crying selfies after a breakup? A fan wrote me saying they unfollowed because it felt manipulative. Yeah. When people cry and it's like, oh, I'm broke, can you give me money? I think I don't trust that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very empathetic, but sometimes this is like an alarm system. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't feel empathy for someone, it's because there's something that's not just, clicking. Something is fake or something is just not all there. So, practical tips. Follow accounts that inspire you, not that drain you, right? Because the ones that drain you, if you're scrolling before you go to sleep, oh my God, the nightmares. I have nightmares for real. Like I dream about whatever I'm watching sometimes, and it's really scary. Do a monthly feed detox. Mute or unfollow 5 accounts that trigger insecurity. Like, for example, like I was watching The Golden Bachelor, and it does trigger me because that guy, the guy Mel, whatever his name is, the Golden Bachelor, said that he's 66. And he was like, oh, I only date women that are between 45 and 60. It's like, bitch, you're 66. And all the women on the Golden Bachelor, they're 60 plus. So all the women are like, I'm going to prove you that women over 60 are sexy. It's like, it's so pick me that it reminds me of when I used to be like that, and it totally triggers me. It entertains me, but it triggers me. Do you guys have that where something entertains you and triggers you at the same time? It's kind of creepy. I don't like it. Yes, exactly. Stay away from toxic vampires. Absolutely. Listen, look, the people that come in here and are stupid or just gross and mean for no reason at all. If you don't like me, just keep scrolling, bitch. Don't just come here and tell me you don't like me. I don't even care that you don't like me. It's like, why are you doing this? And the time, betrayed by sins, the time it takes to hate and post. Like, why are you doing that? I think it makes them feel better because they feel shitty about themselves. I think their lives they're not happy with their lives, and so they project that by destroying other people. But instead, what they could do is like, oh, look, this person is living the life I want. Then let me see what I can do to live that life. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I don't know. All right, segment number 4, or bullet point number 4. Embarrassing posts we regret. Oh my God, this one's gonna be juicy. I could never be a public figure. I like my privacy. Yes, but I applaud you for putting yourself out there. You helped me so much. That's why I tried to return the favor on X. Thank you. Your love and support mean the world to me, David. Thank you so much. And betrayed by sins, the same. You guys are like total love, pure love. And that's why, okay, so you make my day when you understand me. Of course. And you understand me. So it works both ways. That's the beauty of it. It's not one-sided, right? I mean, you're telling me about your experience, but I also want you to know that what you tell me helps me. Betrayed by Sin says, exactly, they do it to get a reaction. They love seeing fear in our lives. Yes, baby. Total. Yes, and hard back. You know that I heard, this is on the spiritual side of TikTok, right? Because I learn a lot of shit. I filter what I see, obviously. But they were like, a lot of vampires, like you were talking about, they feed off of our fear, of our negative emotions. And me as a survivor of narcissistic abuse, my ex, he loved my negative emotions. Like he would get me angry. He would get me afraid. and he would bully me, and all the negative. And then when I realized that's what he was doing, I would trigger him by laughing. Like he would try to bully me. I'd be like, that's hilarious. What did you say? And he would be like, oh shit, she's not giving me what I need. And he would get even madder. Of course I left. And he was calling my friends like, she left me, I don't know why. Really? Really? The funny thing is they can't say themselves. Because if they looked in the mirror and they saw how ugly they are inside, they would throw up. Anyway, I want you to see me and say, he says safe place. You are, honey, because I would never say or do anything to disrespect you. I know that. You am betrayed by sins. You're gems, like already polished and beautiful. That's how I see your spirit and your soul. You really are. And it's not because you tell me nice things. It's just because I see you. I see you. Just like I see the vampires and the nasty ones. I mean, you don't even have to see them. They'll write it out. But I see you. So I am grateful for you. And you actually give me probably more than I will ever give you. You just give me your kindness, your sweetness, your wisdom, your knowledge, and so much more. And I just appreciate that very much. I want you to know that. All right, let's go to embarrassing posts we regret. Yes. Oh, exactly. As a certified peer support specialist. Love that. That's so cool. I had to learn to people's personalities, had to go through darkness in order to see the light. Yes. And actually, once we see our darkness, I don't know if you're with me on this, but when I look at my own darkness and the possibilities of my own darkness, I look at it, I'm like, I see you. I don't want you. And I'm not going to feed you. Because you can feed your ego and that nasty side, or you can feed your spirit and your light. So you want to feed your darkness or your light. I choose to not feed my darkness, but we all have it. I'm not like, oh, it's all love and light. No, honey. I have a lot of nasty ass things in me because we're human and we do have them. It's a choice. Do you want to feed them or do you want to starve them? I starve the darkness, honey. And every time I have some intrusive thought or something, I'm like, I see you, but get the F out of here because I don't want you. And so what would my higher self do, which is where the light is, right? The thing about Satan and God really is about us. It's not an external force. Thank you for your inspiration as well. Amazing topics and laughs. Thank you. Thank you so much. And let's keep going because this is a fun topic. I love it. All right. So, science insight about embarrassing posts we regret. Research shows teens and young adults often underestimate the permanence of online posts. This is Pew Research Center 2022. And even if you take them down, people will screenshot it. We see that all the time on X, right? Like somebody says something horrific and then they screenshot it and then they deny it or they take it down. And it's like receipts right here, baby. So you have to be careful what you post. That's why when I posted on Instagram stuff about, something that was political, I'm not a political person, and I took it down. But I wanted people to see my point of view as a survivor of a military dictatorship. So I wanted people to see, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have it permanently out there. I wasn't aggressive or anything. It was just facts. Yeah, like comparing what's happening now to what happened back then. And let me tell you one thing, and I'm going to leave it at this. The pattern recognition of the fascist military dictatorship in Argentina and what's going on today. Yeah, it's very terrifying for me because I know it's in my DNA, it's in my cells. They know. All my whole body knows. My spirit, my soul, everything knows what's going on. And I hope that things turn out for the better. And I don't want to get political. I never do, but I just hope that everything works out for everybody's highest good, even the ones that wished all this upon us. I don't wish them evil. Yep. 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 You know that pattern recognition, baby. It's like, I have to really calm myself because I'm not kidding. I want to, like, I have a duffel bag and I want to leave, like drive to Mexico or something. That's how triggered I can be. And that's why I try not to watch. I've never watched the news, but now on TikTok sometimes, that's how we watch the news nowadays, right? It's on TikTok or Instagram. More TikTok, because they're taking that platform away, by the way. I think Oracle is going to own it, and they're separating us from the rest of the world or some kind of bullshit like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But yeah, exactly. Exactly, betrayed by sins. All right, embarrassing posts we regret. Fan stories. One fan said they tweeted, "I hate my job," and their boss followed them the next day. Ouch. That's screwed up. Yeah. If you want to keep your job, don't say anything about your job. Talk to your friends. Like, don't. I used to do that a lot, like with dating. And then I was like, why am I doing this? It's just giving the person that's seeing this, who knows who they are, that's giving them like, oh, I'm important. She's writing about me. So saying something, David says, saying something nice is just as easy as saying something mean. So why choose the latter? Exactly. That's exactly choosing between darkness and light. 100%. I think people forget that there is a person behind the words online, but bad behavior, no excuse. Absolutely. And I have a friend who went viral. She had like 3 million views or something. And she said she had to step away from, and actually she said it on one of the podcasts, Reach Out Recovery. She's my co-host, Lindsay Glass. And she had to step away from it because the comments were just, some of them, not all of them, but the comments that were bad, she couldn't take it. And I was like, why do people do that? Why do they care? You don't like somebody or something, scroll. Keep scrolling. Don't hate. You're wasting your time and you're hurting somebody else. So stop it. Jesus. Okay, anyway, just got a little passionate about that. All right, thank you, David, for that comment. Yes, absolutely agree. Practical tips. By the way, speaking of practical tips, there's a free guide that I'm going to post after the live because I can't post before the live in the pinned comments. It's a free guide. You can get it at thestateofgraceshop.com and go ahead and get it. It's just what we talked about, but just summarized, right? So it's free. You can download it as a PDF and just have it. You can have it on your computer, on your phone, whatever you want, and just, read it or just keep reminding. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on my phone and be like, no, girl, stop scrolling. Betrayed by Sin said, the hardest thing was seeing someone I loved disgrace my character on YouTube. I had to step away from social media. Certain things need to be kept personal and private. That is terrible. And the fact that they're saying names, I learned in stand-up that if I said names of the jokes, the people that I'm joking about, you're liable. You can be sued. So I never say the real names. And I know a comedian, Shonda something, I can't remember her last name. She made fun of her mother-in-law, and her mother-in-law sued her. You see what I'm saying? Betrayed by sins? It's like one day somebody's going to sue their ass, and they're not going to be happy about it. David says, I showed you a video of Tawny Kitan and how she was bullied of her channel. I know. She didn't have a thick skin like some, but her followers, found the guy and nicely shut him down. It took her days to come back. Oh, that's so sad. It's not that she didn't have the thick skin, David. It hurts. Even if you have thick skin. I'm very sensitive, but I learned to build that thick skin. when I first hear, not today, these idiots, but that were on the live, but sometimes they leave comments and I'm like, holy shit, that's mean. And then I have to kind of switch it to, okay, it's their problem, not mine. Okay. And then I also say focus on the Davids of the world, the betrayed by sins of the world, right? The people who support you and you support them. Yeah, no, of course it's heartbreaking. 100%. Like, some people like unalive themselves because of this. It's like, how irresponsible, cruel, and disgusting do you have to be to make a human being unalive themselves because of your stupid, projecting, vomiting vile at this person? Disgusting. Just disgusting. I'm sorry, but I feel very strongly about this. It's unacceptable. It's like, shut the hell up. These people should be blocked off the internet, period. Some of them are bots, though, believe it or not. Not the guys that came here or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. Guys, dogs, cats, I don't know what they are. Or sharks. They're sharks. And we're dolphins, right? Anyway, all right. Practical tips to embarrassing posts that we regret. Again, it's going to all be on the free guide that I'm going to post on the pinned comments. Exactly betrayed by sins. Yep. Right? Yeah, no, I get passionate about that because, I mean, like your friend Tawny, why are you ruining somebody's day and life just to feel better? You feel better by destroying somebody? Go to hell. Anyway, that's my take on it. Adopt the grandma rule. If you wouldn't want grandma to read it, don't post it. Yeah, unless you have an evil grandma, which some people do. Use close friends features for more private venting. Exactly. You can choose. That's the beauty of social media. You can choose who sees your posts. So if it's something that happened to you and you want to vent and you want your friends to tell you something about it, make it private. Or call a friend. Text them, hey, can we talk for 5 minutes? I have people calling me, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I have people calling me, texting me, can we talk because my mammogram showed abnormal results? Yeah, of course. And I don't care. We can talk for an hour, 2 hours. And the funny thing is, I always get it right. Like somebody, I was like, I think you're like BIRADS 3 or 4. I'm sure, David, you know what it is, right? It's like the level of, it's probably cancer, right? And that was exactly, I said, you have BIRADS 3 because she was freaking out. I was like, just calm down. Doesn't mean, the fact that they want a biopsy doesn't mean it's cancer. Okay? I feel it's BIRADS 3 where you have to watch this, but it's not going to be cancer today. So, and then somebody else also called me, and crying. They crowned the phone. Like, listen, that's what friends are for, right? Okay. So, stop being an asshole. Just stop being an asshole. Really. It's just disgusting. All right. Betrayed by sins. I turned off comments sometimes and block bots. It's like surge of wickedness. I know, right? And the bots, right? They have names and numbers. The bots. They're so stupid. And X has so many bots. I watch a podcast called I've Had It. They're so funny. They're like, they post, okay, so like it's political, mostly X, right? It's like a dumpster fire there. So they posted like different bots with, weird names and like whatever on X. They posted the same exact post to the commas, periods, everything. And it was definitely AI generated because it had that little line. That's how you know. And they were all the same. So it's like, whatever. Here come the teardrops, LOL. I felt her pain, and now that she's passed, I still feel the loss. Yes. Yes, because you feel bad for somebody that passed away and part of their life was ruined by a moron, by an idiot, by somebody who's projecting. their shit on her. That's so wrong. Ugh. Um, Betrayed by Sins, exactly. I love when you agree with me. So whatever we said. But, I'm very passionate about this because bullying, when like was in 2012, I got a development deal with PBS and we produced an episode. The show was called The Art of Storytelling. It never aired, change of management, blah, blah, blah. But they paid us to produce the pilot and we did. And it was really good. It was about bullying, and the stories are just like heartbreaking. They were bullying somebody with polio. People would bully. What the hell is wrong with you? They bully people with cancer. They're going through treatment and they're bullying them. I mean, what kind of horrible human being do you have to be to bully somebody who's going through cancer treatment? Really? Do you know what they're going through? Oh, shut up. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Okay. The things we only do for the gram, for IG, right? Science insight, performative posting, creates a gap between real life and online identity, which can increase anxiety. Right, because they're posting like exaggerated, oh, I'm having such a great time here, whatever. And then it creates anxiety because then you have to live up to that post, right? And yes, David, I don't think they're human and betrayed by sins are great. Oh, definitely they're not human. They're literally not human. It's AI programmed by evil people. And some of them who are human, yeah, they're just evil. They're just focusing on their darkness and very successful at it. But that's why I think it's so important for us, people like you, David, betrayed by sins, and myself, to be out there calling their shit out and sending light and just being light, being a beacon of light to the world. Because I don't care how, personally, I think I got the thick skin to not give a shit. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing this for nothing. So, yeah, take that. Anyway, moving on. All right. Fan stories about things we only do for the gram. A listener confessed they staged a whole brunch table with food they didn't even eat just for an aesthetic shot. That is so sad. I would have eaten everything there. Let me tell you, if you put food that looks good, I'ma eat it. Okay, because girl likes to eat. I like to eat. I don't care. I'm the aesthetic shot. Okay, do you have everything you need, all the pictures? I'ma eat this shit. Anyway, practical tips. Ask yourself, am I documenting the moment or missing it? Because when we document a moment, it happens to me a lot. I'm sure it happens to you. I feel like it's taken away from the moment of me enjoying that moment by sharing the moment with like the whole world looking at your posts. So keep it just for you. It's fun to just have an experience, a good experience, and just keep it for you. And I'm not posting, and thank God for Facebook deleting my account. Thank God for that, because I think Facebook was the one where I was posting stuff like that. And now that I don't have it, I don't care. Anyway, moving on. Segment number 6, or bullet point number 6. The good. Connection and creativity. So this is the good part about scrolling and social media. Science insight. Online communities can improve mental health by offering belonging. Journal of Cyber Psychology 2018. Yes, by offering belonging. Yeah, that's true. Like cancer communities, I had a page about cancer, and now I can access through my other account, but I'm not the manager anymore, the admin, because stupid Facebook took my account down. Ugh, Facebook. Okay, so fan stories about the good. A fan wrote that finding a cancer support group on Facebook, ta-da, right there, saved their life. They made real friends who still check in daily. Absolutely. It's so good. And, especially cancer patients, because you feel so isolated and like this is only happening to me. And when you know and realize you're not the only one going through what you're going through. When you're doing chemo, you feel super exhausted. I was like, is it me? What's happening? Then you talk to other people. It's like, honey, I am so fatigued. I can't do anything. So, and so many other side effects. I'm telling you, I counted them. I had 20 side effects from chemo. I'm laughing because it's hilarious that I 20 side effects, but I don't have cancer anymore. So it was worth it. I suffered for maybe about, I would say, a year ish, less than a year, and got rid of stage 3 breast cancer. So it's pretty good, freaking good. So it's okay. See, that's worth suffering for, not these stupid idiots. Practical tips. Curate your feeds intentionally. Choose joy and inspiration. Whenever I'm scrolling on TikTok and I get a lot of like, just heartbreaking political things, and I cry a lot because I'm very empathetic and I just cry and I'm feeling their pain like it's mine. So what I do is I go to stupid Facebook on my fake account and I start scrolling for people that do dives, like they dive from like 80 meters and from a cliff and they do it successfully. And I'm like, that's something that doesn't make me cry. And yes, we have to be aware of what's going on in the world, but if you can't be crying all the time and being so empathetic that it just feels like it's your pain. When you have empathy, their pain feels like your pain. And that's a lot to take in. So I do take care of myself by watching cliff diving videos, and they're fun. So use platforms to share your art, humor, or passions, not just scroll. That's another thing. Like David, you use it and Betrayed by Sins. You guys are the perfect example. You use it for positive, sharing your goodness and your kindness. David, thank you. Sorry for your suffering, but so happy for your outcome. Yes, thank you. May you continue to be in good health. Grace, I do thank my higher power for you and your health outcome. Thank you. You're going to make me cry. Stop it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to live. I don't think I was ready. I don't think it was my time either. I think this is what I think after studying quantum physics. I'm going to like lower the temperature here because it's so freaking hot. I think we have opportunities to exit this world at certain times. And I think I could have exited if I wanted to. Absolutely. Just not doing the treatment, right? And I felt like I had more to do and my mission was not finished. Whatever, I know what I came here for. If you're someone who knows why you're here, it can be very simple. It doesn't have to be grandiose. It could be to take care of your mom, to take care of your aging parents, to inspire other people. It can be whatever it is. And I felt like I wasn't done. So, yeah, I think I chose not to. My father had stage 4 lung cancer, and at some point, he didn't want to go through any more chemo. And he chose to not do chemo, and he passed away a few days later after he was like, no, I'm not doing it, because it was pretty advanced. And I respect that. He chose his exit point. Like, no, I don't want to live like this. I think I'm done. I'm good. Yeah, but I wasn't good. I wasn't done. Not at all. And I had cancer way younger than my father. My father was in his early 70s. So, yeah. So I think a lot of people are getting cancer now because of the food, the environment. There's a lot of reasons why people, I think I'm the youngest one in my family that got cancer that young. I have a cousin. She's a couple years younger, and she actually probably younger than, so she got it about the same time I did. Yes, compassion fatigue is real, Betrayed by Sins. Oh my God, isn't it? It's like, it's too much sometimes. And yeah, my go-to, the cliff diving videos, I love them. They're fun. Some of them are funny, and nobody gets hurt. That's what I like. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody is safe and okay. Betrayed by Sin says, Grace, your courage and dedication is a journey. Just one word can help someone's journey as well. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. because that just makes me feel like, okay, I stayed for a reason. I just, and I'm not being like, oh, I help so many people. I don't give a shit how many people I help. If I help one person, I'm good. It's almost like with stand up. If one person enjoys the comedy and forgets about their problems because my jokes are funny to them, or he relates or she relates to my jokes, I've done my work, honey. It's not the numbers, it's the intention. I think that's what it is. And we have to keep our intentions pure, because our ego can be like, oh, look at me. I got 8,000 or whatever many followers or subscribers I have on YouTube. I don't give a shit. It can be 8 or 8,000. My ego wants to go there, but I'm like, shut the hell up, ego. My higher self has a job to do. And you can get me out of, like in situations like if a tiger is chasing me, you will help me get out of that. But right now, not your job, baby. So just shut the hell up. David says, that's why I got into the medical field. Yes, I help people with and without insurance. Love that. Love that. Thank you for doing that, David. Thank you. I see someone in pain. Payment is the last thing on my mind. Absolutely. I love that. It's about helping other people, right? And like when people, call me about cancer or whatever, some people charge for support. I'm like, why am I going to charge for that? I'll talk to you for however long you need me to talk to you. And I'll give you all the things that I know. I'll tell you everything I know about it, my whole experience, and I'll give you links. I have links that I got through a client of mine, my swimming client, right? That they pay for your rent. They give you gift certificates. And I have shared that with more people that I can remember, because that's one of the reasons I stayed here, to help another cancer survivor, a patient at the moment. Just like people helped me. I had people help me during my cancer healing journey. So I'm doing the same. So we're all here to help each other. And when we realize that, I think the world is going to be a much better place when we all realize that. But I think there's always going to be the a-holes and the vampires and the morons. Anyway, moving on. All right, segment number 7, and I think, okay, we're getting close. I have a lot of segments today. All right, so it's the bad, anxiety, FOMO, and comparison. Ooh, this is the bad part of scrolling and social media. Anxiety, FOMO, and comparing ourselves to others. Science inside, because I'm a back it up, baby. Instagram use is linked with increased depression and body dissatisfaction in young adults. And this is JAMA Psychiatry 2017. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Yep. We have to love our body the way we are, but sometimes it's hard to see someone who is more, I hate to say blessed, but it's more conforming to the idea of beauty than I am, for example. And in the beginning, I'm like, oh, wow. But then I'm like, damn, I'm good. I love my body the way it is, even with my surgeries and all the shit I lost. I'm good. I'm good. So it's about switching. I think the main thing, it's the switch from the ego and the intrusive thoughts to the higher self. And that heals automatically. Really, it's like your anxiety, your FOMO, the comparison, it all goes away. Fan stories. A listener said seeing engagement photos all weekend gave them massive FOMO. Yeah, even though they're happily single. Okay, that's another thing. Like the couples and stuff, that they're happy, good for them. But that's not your life. If you're single or you're with someone, just enjoy the moment. Enjoy what you have now, because that's all we have. Life is a series of now. Look, now. The rest In the quantum field, everything exists parallel, like the past, present, and future, right? So basically, it's all a moment of nows, but they're all in the same, they're like stacked. They're not like this, they're like this. How do I know that? I studied it. So, but trust me, it's true. All right. So, I'm kind of like a nerd. Yeah. A quantum nerd now for some reason. I think I might be in the spectrum because I get passionate about something and I just go down that rabbit hole, baby, until there's nothing left for me to know or research. All right. Practical tips. Set scrolls cutoffs. No social media 1 hour before bed. Oops. Take your advice, Grace. Remind yourself social media is a highlight reel. It's a highlight reel, not real life. Um, Betrayed by Sin says exactly social media hurts relationships. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the cheating also. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's exhausting. I mean, it's almost like social media is great, but it also unleashed some kind of monster in humanity. Yeah, and it's exposed because before that monster still existed, but now it's exposed in the bullying, the horrible things they say, the intentions that are evil. It's all there. All right, segment 8. This is our last segment. I've been talking a lot about this, and you guys, David and Betrayed by Sins, made it so much better and so much more fun than me just blah, 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 blah talking here. All right, segment 8. Scrolling smarter. Building a healthy digital life. Science Insight. Mindful social media use improves mood and decreases stress. This is the Journal of Applied Psychology 2021. Oh, I love you guys. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so let's keep going. Mindful social media. That's what we need to do. Fan stories. A fan said deleting Twitter off their phone for a week gave them more energy than any vacation. Well, Twitter or X is exhausting. I don't even scroll on X. I only look at my notifications because it is exhausting. If you look, or if I am on the feed, I only look like at the people that I know, like David or Lydia Cornell, like, people that I know. I read their posts, but other than that, I don't. It's exhausting. Anyway, practical tips. Try a 24-hour social detox challenge. Like you, Betrayed by Sins, you just got Facebook and IG out of the way years ago. Did your life improve? I'm sure it did, and I think you said it as well on the comment. So yeah, just even 24 hours can improve your life. Replace 10 minutes of scrolling with journaling or walking daily. Yes, David, Lydia Cornell's an angel. I love her. Me too. I love her too. Definitely. I'd read her posts anytime, not a problem, and repost them. And yours too. I read yours 100%. Let's see. And I like a lot of them. Through my other accounts, Love at First Text and Love at First Laugh, you'll see some likes. That's me. Let's see. Fan stories. Okay, we got that. Practical tip. Okay, we already got that. All right. So this is what I wrote. Social media is like dessert. A little sweetness, amazing. Too much, ugh, gross, right? You feel sick. The key is isn't quitting, excuse me. It's the balance, like balance your life. An hour before you go to sleep, don't scroll so you don't have nightmares. Note to self. That's more a note to self than anything. Remember, your worth is not measured by other people's posts because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea. And your joy isn't the algorithm, remember, and your life is more than what fits into a square post. All right, fam, I want to hear from you. What's the most embarrassing or hilarious thing that you've ever done just for social media? Drop it in the comments or DM me because I love fan stories, honey, and might feature you in a future episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And don't forget, I'm going to put the free guide after the live. about what we talked about today, so you can have it on your phone as a reminder or on your laptop. Anyway, thank you so much. And I will see you soon. But before I go, Betrayed by Sin says, yep, when I let it go, most of the depression went away, better boundaries and self-care. Absolutely. And David says, if your story is being written, make sure you are the one holding the pen. Yes, 100%. Betrayed by Sins, thank you for sharing. Have a wonderful day, everyone. You too, my loves. I love you dearly. Thank you for being here with me, spending time with me. Thank you, David. Thank you, Betrayed by Sins. Thank you. And I will see you if you want to catch Belle. It's not me, it's Belle. If you want to catch her, I think she's going live like at 2 or 1. I don't remember. Anyway, she's going live after me in an hour or two. All right, my loves. Mwah. Love you. Have an amazing rest of your day.